Alright, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I'm Pablo from Dimar Shoe Repair in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. Today we're going to be working on another pair of Chippewa boots. These are in a beautiful color number 8 chromexcel leather. Color number 8 is a burgundy shade. It's a deep red brown, very sought after, very popular color. So these boots are beautiful, and they're also very lightly worn. The customer has a Vibram 700 sole and heel, but he doesn't like the sole. He doesn't like how they feel. So that's where we come into play. So we're going to swap them out to leather midsoles and day-night rubber soles and heels. The customer has used day-night on other footwear and he really likes the feel and the performance, so that's why we're going to be doing the conversion. And before we get this video started, because I'm making more videos and more content, I thought I'd give you guys 5 quick tips about me and who I am. So tip number 1, I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and my parents are from Uruguay. Number 2, I love sports. I grew up playing basketball and hockey at very competitive levels, and now I love and play tennis all the time. Number 3, I've been a cobbler for 15 years. Number 4, I love to travel. In September, my wife and I will be going on our honeymoon to Italy. Number 5, my wife and I don't have any kids, but we do have a fur baby, and his name is Charlie. He's a miniature golden doodle, and he's 3 years old. Alright, let's get this video started, guys. So with this pair of boots, we are going to keep the original welt. So we're going to take off the heel, the sole, the little leather or fiberboard midsole that's here originally. We're going to replace the cork, check out the shank, make sure everything's okay structurally, and then put on the new materials. So let's take this baby apart. Okay, so what I noticed with this boot, just thought I'd point out what's on the inside and the materials that the original manufacturer Chippewa used. What I don't like is they used a Texan cardboard midsole. Obviously, we all want leather midsoles, leather footbeds, far superior. They use this really cheap foam as their filler in between the footbed and the midsole. Not a fan of that. In my previous Truman videos, I did point out that Truman uses foam filler, but that foam filler is a much better quality. What I do like, obviously, it's a 360-degree Goodyear welt. Has a really beefy steel shank, and they use Vibram sole components with the Vibram sole and Vibram heel, so that's good. Also, The midsole is paper that they used. That's the midsole you get. So a little disappointing, but it's okay. I mean, it's a decent boot. Fortunately, we're going to switch that to a leather midsole, upgrade a couple of things, put some foam filler. So not all is lost, and this boot's going to be better than new when we're done with it. Alright guys, so the resole job is coming along very nicely. We have put the new cork filler in, have glued our leather midsole on, gave it a little sand to shape. Now we're going to go ahead and glue on our day-night rubber outsole. And I just wanted to mention to you guys, if anyone has any shoes or boots that you'd like to get resoled or any other work done, feel free to email us. The email is dimarshoerepair@gmail.com, and we do a lot of mail-in service as well. So if you're not in, the Guelph, Toronto area, you can always mail in your items, and we'll mail them back to you once they're complete. You can also reach out to us on our social media accounts. We do have a Facebook page that is Dimar Shoe Repair. And we also have a Instagram page that is also at Dimar Shoe Repair. You can leave a comment here on this video or any other video in our YouTube section. And we'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And we would love to work on your footwear. Let's give that a few minutes to dry, and then we'll stick our day-night sole onto our boot. So we're at the point now where we have the day-night sole glued on. The edges are nice and trimmed, nice shape to the waist and the boot. One thing I want to mention is with a 360-degree welt, you don't have to put any nails around the heel area, whereas if you had a 270-degree welt, where the welt starts here and ends there, the sole isn't going to be stitched around the heel area, so you would have to put clinch nails into the heel. So to me, especially with boots, you know, I'm always a 360-degree type of welt guy. I do own a pair of Iron Rangers that are 270, so whenever I go to resole those, I'll convert them to 360 as well. I like the look more. I think they're more structurally sound as well. If you're, you know, wearing a nice fine pair of dress shoes, you might want the sleeker look in the heel, and that's where a 270 welt would be a better idea perhaps. So let's get these onto the outsole stitcher. An outsole stitcher stitches the welt on the outside through to the sole. So this is going to be stitched all the way around, and that's what makes the Goodyear welt construction so incredible, so long lasting and durable, and really the cream of the crop when it comes to footwear. Yeah, so let's get on that outsole stitcher. Okay, so let's just say a little prayer to the stitch gods. When you are reusing the original welt that came with the shoe or boot, you have to stitch or try to stitch in all the original holes from the first time it was stitched at the factory. So that's a challenge, but if you take the necessary steps, remove all the old threads on the welt. That's the first step. And then you have to set the depth on your outsole stitcher to match the depth on the welt, and then next you have to match the stitch length, so the length of the stitch is the same as it was originally, and then that sets you up for the best chances of success of hitting all the original holes. We don't always hit all the original holes, but in this case we did. So let's take a look at that. So it almost looks like a brand new welt, even though it's not. So that was a highly successful stitch job. So what's left now is to install our day-night heel, and the original heel is quite thick, the 700. So we have to make a matching height, so the balance and everything on the boot is off. So I'm going to play around a little bit with the heels, get the balance bang on, and then we are almost done this job, guys. All right, we are all done with today's job. We had a pair of Chippewa boots in beautiful color number 8, Horween chromexcel, and we converted them from a Vibram 700 into a leather midsole and day-night studded rubber outsole. We also made a custom heel base and finished with the day-night studded heels. We kept the original welt, and fortunately we were able to hit all the original stitch holes. Gave them a light conditioning with Bic 4, which won't darken or alter the appearance of the leather. And these turned out pretty sweet. Really happy with the end result. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in and for watching. And please don't forget to Hulk smash that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time, guys.